The first thing that we need to do in order for us to start building out the main page section within the monoplate.psd file is to create the necessary HTML structure. If we turn off the visibility of the page layer group here inside of Photoshop, we can see that the page layer group takes up the majority of space within the document. This area is what we're going to produce in this chapter. So let's start off by creating the HTML structure. Now, the HTML structure is fairly straightforward. So if you come back to the HTML editor that you're using, in my case, it's Dreamweaver, what you want to do is add the code, but you want to place it in the proper location. You want to make sure that it's underneath the header container, and of course, that means it would also be under the top section of the document. What we want to do is come down here. You can isolate the header portion if your HTML is indented properly. Right after that, create a new div element. Give this div element an ID of page, and then you want to make sure to close that element. And inside the page element, what you want to do is open up another div container. And inside this div container, we're going to give it an ID of container, just like we did with all the other div elements that we created. And I'll go ahead and close off that div tag. And that's it. That's the basic structure of the div elements required for the page section for this monoplate design. In the next movie, what we're going to do is take a look at how we can add the background gradient that you see here inside of Photoshop.